Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Hope all is well with everybody. Listen, today's topic, right? And I kind of wasn't going to really jump into it, but some of you guys know I'm a huge basketball fan, right? And I've been watching the past couple of weeks or so this ridiculous thing with LeBron James talking about ring culture, right? And why rings shouldn't matter, right? And why certain people should why everybody should be allowed in the same room as everybody else, right? And I'm just like, man, this is wild. And then you had Gilbert Arenas, right? Was talking about the same thing, right? Talking about rings doesn't matter. First of all, let me say this. See, I know with Gilbert, I noticed on his panel, people that he have that come through, right? Nobody has won anything. Nobody that come to his show, besides for Swaggy P, and Swaggy P is the only one that keep it real. And I'm so glad that he goes at Gil, because this narrative that he's trying to push, about ring doesn't matter, because he's never won anything. He's not a winner. The man I don't believe even got past the first round. So his mentality that he's now trying to project, people are watching this show. This man have over 1 million followers. And kids are watching this. And you want them to believe like this is the real thing. That ring doesn't matter. I have a question, Gil. Why do you play ball then? What if winning doesn't matter? Why do you play ball? LeBron James is so full of shit because, my guy, you left Cleveland because you were losing. You left Cleveland and went to Miami. And I remember you sitting there on that stage and you say, not one, not two, not three, not four. Like, bro, if ring doesn't matter, why were you counting down how much rings you plan on winning? But now that you can't pass that guy, now that you can't pass Michael Jordan, now you want to paint the narrative that ring doesn't matter. Come on, LeBron, you're a clown for this. You're a clown, bro. I'm sorry. And yes, Peyton Manning cannot be in the same room with Tom Brady. I'm just sorry. You cannot. Was Peyton Manning great? Yes, he was. But you're not gonna be in the same room with a person that's won 6 championships. Come on, man, why we, a couple of days ago, I remember on Gil Arenas, right? They was talking about, I guess LeBron doesn't really care about championship anymore. That's why he's taking the $54 million deal or whatever on the table. And him and Kenyon Martin was talking about, oh, they'll take the money all day. Yeah, a loser will say that. A loser will say that. A person who hasn't won. Listen to me. If you bring anybody on that show, if you bring a KD on that show and ask him, hey, KD, if they put 54 million on the table or a championship ring, KD's gonna say, I want my damn ring. If you bring Tim Duncan on that show, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, who else? If you bring KG on that show, they're gonna look at you like you stupid, bro. See, this is why I think he hand selects the people that come to his show, and most of the people that come to his show are people who haven't won anything. Okay, most of them that come on the show are people who haven't won anything. So, but you're not gonna have champions. Even Charles Barkley, who hasn't won anything, and Charles Barkley, I love Charles Barkley so much because he's the realest guy on TV. Charles Barkley look at you like you're stupid. Charles Barkley said, listen, I got all the money in the world. I need that ring. But Gil is such a loser. He's such a and he hasn't come to terms with the fact that he never won. You can see it in his demeanor. You can see it in him and Kenyon Martin's demeanor when they have this conversation, right? You can see that it still hurts them that they wasted all their years in the NBA and didn't win anything. At least Kenyon went, at least I believe twice to the conference final. Gil hasn't. Gil hasn't. So for you now to say that rings doesn't matter, come on, man. Come on, man. Like, this doesn't make any sense. Listen, I'm in sales, right? I'm in sales, right? And they have the top 100, okay? They have the top 50, and then they have the top 10, okay? And when the top 100 out of the 2,000, 3,000 agents, you know what I'm saying, that we have, right? Top 100 gets to go to trips like Hawaii, Dubai, United Emirates, like different places, right? Okay, that we go to, right? London, stuff like that, right? And the top 100 gets to go. But just because you get to go does not mean that you get the extended stay that the top 10 gets. Okay? Just because you get to go doesn't mean you get to have dinner and rub elbows with the owners of the company. Only the top 10ers do that. That's it. So yes, you qualify. You in the top 100. You made it to the trip. Okay? You was a high producer. But there are people that's higher than you. Okay? Okay? There's levels to this. You got the top echelons, and then you got everybody else. Okay? So come on, man. Let's not play these games, man. You know, like listen, you can't sneak in being in the top 50 and trying to get in the same room with the top 10ers. You can't do it. You can't. The doors are shut. They won't even let you in. Most of the time, it's a secret meeting. You don't even know where it's at because you weren't invited. Okay? Come on, man. Let's not play these games, because this is how these people now start to give out participation awards. Okay? These kids who are playing and don't understand that winning is important, and they're giving everybody participation awards. For what? You didn't win. You lost. Okay? You lost. Why am I giving you a participation award? You have life. That's not real life. But it seems like this is what the narrative they're trying to push. That, oh, as long as you play in the league and you give it your best, you should be. Steve Nash cannot be in the same room. I'm sorry, as a Steph Curry. Steve Nash is great, but he ain't no Steph. He's not Magic. You understand? Come on, man. Let's not play these games, man. And I understand Steve Nash is your buddy or whatever like that, whatever narrative he's trying to push. You understand? But even I haven't heard Charles Barkley take on this. But I'm willing to bet, because I know Charles so much, that he's gonna say that, yo, LeBron's a fool. I'm willing to bet. Come on, man. So listen, I wanted to take a moment to talk about this, because this has been burning me on the inside. Like, yo, man, listen. Some days I be wanting to unfollow Gil's Arenas. Some days. But people like Rashad McCants and Swaggy P keeps me coming back, because Gil, his take is ridiculous, and his take is coming from the heart of a person who has never won. Gil knows in his heart of hearts that he won't be talking this way if he ever won a championship, because he knows how hard it is to win a championship. Whether you was a role player or you was the main guy, does not matter. Does not matter. You was part of this team. You went through the training, the hell, everything. So it doesn't matter. It's hard to win a championship. So how in the hell you gonna be in the same room as somebody who didn't win? How you gonna be in the same room with somebody? You won 1, and this person won 6. How you in the same room? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? How are you in the same room with a person who got 10 scoring titles? You're not in the same room. So this some bullshit. I've been wanting to talk about this for a minute, but I said, you know what? It's not even worth it. But my spirit is saying, man, I gotta touch on this. And I know a lot of people ain't gonna watch this, whatever, it's fine. But I want it out there because this shit got to stop. You got kids coming up who are watching your show and you want them having the mentality. This is why basketball is dying right now, because people aren't playing anymore. People taking off. You know, you got people buying tickets, taking their kids to the game, and the star players ain't playing. It's because of shit like this. Okay? The reason why they love the Charles Barkley so much, the Michael Jordan, the Karl Malone, all those guys never took a day off. They worked. They come to work every day. They come to work every single day. Only way they're taking off is unless they was injured. And some of these guys be playing injured. Some of these guys be playing with broken foot, broken fingers, all these things, right? And they come to work. But you guys have a little stomach ache, little stomach flu, whatever the hell, and you don't play. You got a sprained ankle, you're taking off a whole month. Come on, man. This is why the NBA is dying. This is why the NFL is surpassing the NBA right now in views. Come on, man. So this is crazy, man. So I don't real talk, I think the only reason why Gil got the $1 million followers that got in, because sometimes his show can be dramatic. But most of the time that show, the stuff that comes out of Gil's mouth make no damn sense. I'm just like, listen, it was a take that he had when he I forgot, I believe it may have been John Sally that said the reason why LeBron hasn't won as much championship because he didn't have a system. Whose fault is that? He didn't have a team that he could have went to that had a system. That's his fault. Okay? That's literally his fault. Because the reason, when he was a free agent, this man could have went to San Antonio Spurs if he wanted to. Okay? If he went to San Antonio with Coach Pop's system, with Kawhi and all these guys, come on, man. LeBron could have had at least, he definitely would have surpassed Michael Jordan. He would have had at least 7 rings by now. Okay? But he chose not to because he wants to go somewhere where he can control the narrative. He wants to go somewhere where he can control the team and the coaching. And first of all, he's not fitting to allow a coach to talk to him like the way Pop talked to Tim Duncan and them. He ain't fitting to do that. Okay? So when you have a coach that can let you have it, and that can let you, and that can talk to you the way you need to talk to you, i.e. coaching, okay? Then yeah, you might win some more championships. So that's literally your fault, because there's so many times that LeBron could have went to the Spurs. If he would have went to the Spurs, I'm guaranteeing him at least 3 more championships. He would have had 7 by now. Okay? But since you feel as though you want to run the show and you want to be the coach and the player, that's your fault. That's your fault. So let's not sit out here and blaming, oh, he didn't have the opportunity. Yes, you did. You were a free agent multiple times, sir. Yes, you did. Okay? So come on, man. So at the end of the day, Gil, listen, you got one more time, sir. One more time, and I'm about to unfollow your ass, because this shit right here is straight up ridiculous. You pushing this narrative is straight with, and you know it. You know it in your heart of hearts. And just by that was a day or two, I think, I was watching that tape with you and Kenyon and Swaggy P and the whole $54 million on the table and the championship, and you say you take the money. Yes, we all know you take the money because you're not a winner. We all know you take the money because you're not a winner. We know it. Okay? But just admit in your heart of heart, you wish you would have won. Admit it. Your spirit, your soul, there's something missing in your spirit. You know it. You know it, sir. Okay? So come on, man. Let's not play this game. So listen. Hope this message gets out there. I hope he hears this shit. And I hope he stop painting this picture and this narrative so young kids are watching and they feel as though they don't have to play hard. They feel as though they don't have to work for a championship. Man, that's the reason why you play ball, man. As a kid, Okay? You're sitting there visualizing a buzzer beater at game 7. Okay? You're sitting there, you know what I'm saying, seeing yourself getting into the Eastern and Western Conference final. You're seeing yourself holding the trophy up. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's stop playing these games. Let's stop it.